Hi friends, this is Ryan Fewens-Bliss, Executive Director of the Michigan College Access Network, coming to you with my friends from Marlette Junior Senior High School in the Marlette School District to celebrate another of our award winners. If you've been following along, this is award winner number 4 out of 10 this year. We're really excited to bring some positive attention to today's winner. MCAN, as you all have heard me say before, has been giving out these awards for 6 years now. We honor those who go above and beyond the work, specifically around post-secondary attainment through these College Access Impact Awards every year. We like to shine the light on individuals and organizations, communities, and collaborations that have exceeded the expectations to make positive impact on increasing college readiness, participation, and completion, which is straight from our mission. We had originally planned to give these awards away at our 10th annual conference during our 10th birthday year. COVID had another plan for us. We originally had rescheduled our conference to November and then eventually canceled it. But we couldn't go a full year without acknowledging some of these great folks in the field who are doing incredible work. So that's what we're doing through Zoom, and we're going to celebrate and lift up this work for these folks. Each honoree has worked incredibly hard, not just this year, but over the course of time. This is about a body of work, not a specific action any person or organization has taken. So we're excited to bring attention to that long-term body of work and commitment to this work. We're here today to talk about the Chief Mate Award specifically. This is about school counseling programs. School counseling programs play a vital role in ensuring students are provided the support they need to enroll in and complete college, a key component of Michigan meeting 60 by 30 goal. That's 60% of Michigan residents having a post-secondary degree or certificate by the year 2030. I was just in a meeting a few weeks ago with the president of Central Michigan University, and he remarked that when they asked freshmen why they chose to go to that school, one of the top answers was because a school counselor recommended it, because a school counselor made that connection. So we know school counselors are incredibly powerful to helping students, number one, understand that they can and should go, and number two, making decisions about where best they might attend post-secondary education. MCAN works to ensure college and career readiness is a priority within school counseling programs across the state. The recipient of the Chief Mate Award is an individual school counselor or a school counselor program that has made significant strides in advancing the college readiness and enrollment services and supports provided to students, which assist in moving the needle on critical post-secondary metrics. I am incredibly excited and very proud to recognize today my friend Joan Helwig as the Chief Mate Award recipient, school counselor from Marlette Junior and Senior High School. Joan is a ton of fun. Joan has a deep passion and keeps herself hyper-focused on her goal of helping students and helping the Marlette community. She's dedicated to creating a college-going culture across the community and in the school. Joan's had a lot of success in moving the needle on key college-going benchmarks, including completion of college applications and certainly FAFSA completion. Those two things are very important in moving students into post-secondary. During her tenure at Marlette, she's worked diligently to change the college-going mindset by employing many college and career-related activities. The goal was to get students and parents in the community excited about post-secondary education and to understand the benefits and how college can change people's lives. Joan has also been a statewide school counselor leader and advocate. In this capacity, she served as a course facilitator for the MCAN school counselor training course for several years. That's where she's serving as a mentor and leader of other school counselors, helping to build the field. She also served a short time as an LCAN coordinator in communities doing this work as community-based post-secondary college access and success. It's for these reasons and really many, many more that we're incredibly proud to recognize Joan this afternoon. Congratulations, Joan. Please tell us a little bit about what this Chief Mate in your work, Chief Mate Award in your work has meant to you.
Well, thank you, Ryan. It truly is an honor to be selected for this award. I know when you called to tell me this way back in January, I know I thought, why would they pick me when I know there are all kinds of really effective counselors out there? But anyway, I have prepared a little bit so I don't get emotional. But admittedly, I do have to attribute a lot of my success and motivation to MCAN, because you've offered professional development activities to school counselors, and you've offered grant opportunities for us to pursue to help us make our efforts happen. And I have taken advantage of those, and I'm proud of that. And I think that they have helped me grow both personally and professionally. And I've made connections with many others who have the same goals and aspirations for their programs. Through your efforts, I think that you brought that post-secondary attainment to the forefront, and that has become that's what drives me as a counselor. It drives my program, it drives what I do with students. I will admit that working in a rural area has many challenges because we don't have any post-secondary institutions close by. That is something that I have worked really hard to overcome, and I've had to think outside the box a lot to make that happen. But I think our student, it's catching on. I guess that's what I want to say, is it is catching on. I also want to I want to give credit to my PAC, our Post-Secondary Advisory Council. That's our group that was formed as a result of getting the Reach Higher high school grant. Those people have worked hard. We have members of our staff, our school board president, and our LCAN coordinator who have helped us come together. We've had many discussions. We've set many goals, but we're starting to move that needle and preparing our students to be college and career ready. And I couldn't do it without them. It's really neat to see how that group has come together and what we can do when we work together. As a school counselor, if it's not evident, my passion truly is guiding students in their post-secondary attainment, in their post-secondary planning. It's what I love to do. And I often say that it takes a whole village to raise a child. It takes a whole staff to build a college-going culture and to keep that going in both the school and the community. I really believe that our efforts here at Marlette will help to move the needle in Sanilac County, and I'm proud of what we're doing, and I truly thank you for this award.
Well, thank you, Joan, for all of your hard work and your commitment to students and families in your community. This was not a difficult choice for us at Team MCAN when we were looking over many really well-qualified school counselors and school counselor programs. You rose right to the top, so congratulations. I'm so glad you brought up the rest of your team as well. We know that even the best school counselor cannot be successful on their own. It takes a team, and it takes some leadership to support the school counselor in that work. So I'm so pleased that some of Joan's leaders have joined us today to share their own remarks. We're joined by Sarah Barrett, who's the superintendent for Marlette Community Schools, and Chuck Sorrentino, who's Joan's principal. I'd love to turn it over to you, Sarah, and then you, Chuck, to share whatever you'd like about Joan's great work and the work that you're doing in Marlette.
Thank you. I would love to make a few remarks. You know, Joan's comments started with how surprised she was when she was selected for this award. And in fact, she used the words, "Why me?" And in all honesty, the minute she said that, I thought, why not you? You are fantastic, Joan. You do the work that I think all of our surrounding county schools aspire to do, because you're the one who is leading the charge and continues to lead the charge here at Marlette Community Schools. In the past 6 years that I've been at Marlette Community Schools, I think Chuck is your fourth principal. So in spite of significant change in the Marlette Junior Senior High School, you've still moved that needle forward. And in my opinion, that speaks to you. It speaks to your hard work. It speaks to your dedication, and your why me speaks to the fact that I think you're rather humble, because I think you are a gem, you are a prize, and we are so lucky to have you here at Marlette Community Schools, as you and I have talked about. You know, you mentioned in your remarks, Joan, that there are many challenges to being in a rural school here in the Thumb without a local community college or university within commutable distance, or at least not within high school commutable distance.
Right.
But you know, Ryan, in my opinion, Joan turns those challenges into opportunities. And she collaborates both with her building principals and with myself and with community partners in order to make sure that our students have the exact same opportunities as students in much larger districts. It doesn't matter if she's working with Barrett State University to do concurrent enrollment, or at one point she worked with Davenport University, and currently we're working with Mid-Michigan for a lot of our coursework. She's always looking at what's best for our students, what meets that the 30 transferable credits so that they can easily transfer wherever students want to go. She's always going that extra mile to make sure that our students have equitable opportunities in a very rural, relatively poor area of Michigan. You know, the other thing that I think is so very true about Joan is that she's so willing to give credit to others. And what I know is that Joan is the key, that we would not be where we are today without Joan's hard work, dedication, and involvement with our community. So thank you, Joan. Thank you for what you do for our kids. You are appreciated.
Thank you, Sarah. I appreciate that.
Well, Joan, I haven't been here very long, but I guess I was looking for a couple of words to describe you. And the first thing is energetic. I think you exhaust some of the people around you just by the amount of energy you put into your work. You are so meticulous in everything that you do, and certainly the cause of the very important cause of bringing to focus post-secondary education and really working with kids on an individual basis to see that they follow through is just wonderful work, and a tremendous asset to our kids. And I'm sure that probably maybe 2 out of those 100 kids who would never have followed through are at some point going to say, my high school counselor was the person responsible for the wonderful life that I have now. And so I wish for you that you hear those words from the kids directly. It's a pleasure to work with you, and to constantly keep in focus what we're doing for our kids now and in developing a future for them. So on behalf of the staff that you work with, thank you so much. It's a pleasure and an honor to work with you.
Thank you, Chuck. I appreciate it. And in Chuck really doesn't know a lot of what we've done. I still need to get him caught up, but I go in and tell him little things as we go, like we really need to be doing this or what we've done in the past. So I appreciate that a lot. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Chuck, and thank you, Sarah, for joining us. Congratulations, Joan. We're incredibly proud of you at MCAN, excited to see what else you are going to be doing in your community and beyond, and hope you'll stick around with us and make change until we get to maybe 2030 even. No pressure, no pressure.
Yeah.
We just value school counselor leadership so much at MCAN. All of the research shows that it's a caring adult and a well-trained adult in a student's life, be it a parent or a sibling or certainly a school counselor, that makes all the difference. And so lifting up stories like Joan's is incredibly important, and we'll continue to do so in our own commitment to school counselor leadership at MCAN. If you've been following along, we are on award number 4 of 10. We have 6 more great organizations and people just like Joan to bring attention to. Stay tuned, keep watching our videos to see who's going to win the next award. Thanks so much.